Good morning students. Today we are going to learn 8th standard 8th chapter of history, civil disobedience movement. So let's start with point wise. Demands put forth by Gandhiji to the British government. Second, background of salt satyagraha. Third, Dandi Yatra. Fourth, civil disobedience movement started all over the country. Fifth, round table conference. Sixth, the first round table conference. Seventh, Gandhi Irwin Pact. Eighth, second round table conference. Ninth, communal awards. 10th, Pune Pact. 11th, third round table conference. And the last 12, second phase of the civil disobedience movement. So let's start with first point. Demands put forth by Gandhiji to the British government. To cancel salt tax, to end to the monopoly of the government to manufacture salt, Gandhiji demands to the British government. Then second, background of salt satyagraha. Gandhiji decided to launch civil disobedience movement as his demands were rejected by the British government. It was unjust to impose a tax on salt as it is an important ingredient in the food of common man. Gandhiji decided to launch the salt satyagraha by violation of the Salt Act. It was a symbolic act, but real objective behind this was to break all unjust and the oppressive laws of the British through peaceful means. Next, Dandi Yatra. Gandhiji selected Dandi, a seashore in Gujarat, to begin salt satyagraha. On 12th March 1930, he set out from Sabarmati Ashram with his 78 followers. Gandhiji delivered speeches in the villages on his way to Dandi. He appealed to the people to be fearless and to join the movement. After covering a distance of 385 km, Gandhiji reached Dandi on 5th April 1930. On 6th April 1930, Gandhiji broke the Salt Act by picking up the salt on the seashore. Next, fourth, civil disobedience movement started all over the country. First, Peshawar Satyagraha. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, known as Frontier Gandhi and founder of Khudai Khidmatgar, began Satyagraha at Peshawar on 23rd April 1930. Chandra Singh Thakur of the Garhwal regiment refused to fire on the Satyagrahis. He was court-martialed and severely punished. Solapur Satyagraha. The mill workers in Solapur observed Hartal and organized a huge procession on 6th May 1930. The district collector gave orders of firing, in which many volunteers, including Shankar Shivdare, died. People attacked railway stations, police stations, courts, and municipal buildings. Martial law was imposed to suppress the agitation. Mallappa Dhanshetty, Sri Krishna Sarada, Qurban Hussain, and Jagannath Shinde were hanged. Next, Dharasana Satyagraha. After the arrest of Gandhiji on 4th May 1930, Sarojini Naidu led the Salt Satyagraha at Dharasana in Gujarat. The Satyagrahis silently tolerated the blows of lathi in batches endlessly. Next, Satyagraha in Maharashtra. Salt Satyagraha took place at Wadala, Malwan and Shiroda. Next, Jangal Satyagraha. Where there were no salt pans forest laws were broken. Tribals took part in satyagrahas in large numbers. In Maharashtra, Jangal Satyagraha took place at Bilashi, Sangamner, Kalawan, Chirnar and Pusad. Sacrifice of Babu Genu. The vehicles transporting foreign goods were obstructed in Mumbai. Babu Genu said was at the forefront in this movement. To stop a truck he lay down on the road, his sacrifice was inspirational to the freedom movement. Fifth Round Table Conference. Ramsay MacDonald, the British Prime Minister. The British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald wanted to discuss constitutional issues related to India. For this purpose, he organized a conference at London known as a Round Table Conference. 3 Round Table Conferences were held between 1930 and 1932. Next, the first Round Table Conference. Ramsay MacDonald was the chairman of the first Round Table Conference. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Barrister Jinnah, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapre attended the conference. There were discussions on responsible government at the center, establishment of federal state in India, etc. Representatives of different political parties and rulers of princely states participated in the conference. The Indian National Congress, which was the body that represented the country, did not participate. So, the deliberations in the conference were meaningless. 7th, Gandhi-Irvin Pact. In view of the appeal of the Prime Minister, the Viceroy released Gandhiji and other political leaders from prison. In this conducive atmosphere, a pact was signed between Gandhiji and Viceroy Irvin. According to the pact, the British government gave assurance of providing responsible government in the proposed Constitution of India. So, Congress agreed to suspend the civil disobedience movement and participated in the second Round Table Conference. Second Round Table Conference. The second Round Table Conference was held in 1931. Gandhiji participated as a representative of the Indian National Congress and Dr. Ambedkar as a representative of Dalits. The representative of the other political parties, various castes and communities, and the princely state also participated. Issues of minority representation and the federal constitution were discussed. However, no consensus could be reached. Gandhiji was not successful in bringing unanimity, so he returned to India disappointed. Next, communal awards. Dr. Ambedkar had demanded separate electorates for the Dalits in the Round Table Conference. So, the British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald declared communal awards which granted separate electorates to the Dalits. Next, Pune Pact. After his return from second Round Table Conference, Gandhiji decided to review the civil disobedience movement. He was immediately arrested by the government and put into Yeroda jail. He was against the granting of separate electorate on the basis of caste, so he started fast unto death in Yeroda jail. The leader of Indian National Congress requested Dr. Ambedkar to reconsider his demand. By keeping the interest of the nation in mind, he agreed. He signed the Pune Pact with Gandhiji in 1932. The pact provided for reserve seats instead of separate electorates for the Dalits. Next, Third Roundtable Conference. The Third Roundtable Conference was organized in England in November 1932. The Indian National Congress boycotted the conference and Hind's seat fell. Next, second phase of the civil disobedience. Gandhiji resumed the civil disobedience movement after his return from the second roundtable conference. He was arrested immediately. This created discontent among the people. The government resorted to inhuman, oppressive measures. The Indian National Congress and its associated institutions were declared illegal. Civic rights were withdrawn. Many restrictions were imposed on national newspaper and literature. Finally, the movement was withdrawn by Gandhiji in April 1934. So, students, I hope you understand. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.